Welcome to the IG Zombie Podcast with your host IG Zombie and co-host TGM Gabe.
Welcome. Got the custom Steeler jersey on. Color Rush.
Looking fly as ever.
Alright. So let's go over. Before we go over, actually, talk about Gabe's trip in Oklahoma. How was it?
It was great. We traveled over to Oklahoma, went to the stadium where the College World Series of softball is being played. We went there. We won one game, one loss, and one tie, which is pretty strange if you know what I mean. And then we went to. I'm hearing an echo, but I don't care about that. But we went to the Midwest city, and we win every single game there. We had the first seed, and now we're national champions of USA.
Alright. Congratulations.
Thank you, really appreciate y'all. Because that's why I'm wearing the suit. Because you know why, Devin?
Why?
Because I heard you say this is being live right now on Twitter or X. Is that right?
Yep, and next week we'll be live on YouTube and Twitter.
That should be exciting to hear now from Move On.
Yes, sir. And let's talk about week 5 of the NFL season. I went 8-5 in week 4 or week 5. And on the season, I'm now 53 wins, 27 losses, and 1 tie, which was last week, which I wasn't here for. Thanks to my fellow co-host right there. And Gabe went 7-6 with a record of 35, 25, and 1.
Which, to be honest with you, let's remind everyone about the challenge thing. Devin, would you like to?
Whoever has the worst record at the end of the NFL season has to do a challenge presented by the other person.
Which at this very moment, I'm going to confess something. I think I'm gonna do it because, like I said, I'm like 2 weeks behind you right now. Like 1 or 2 weeks.
Well, 1.
Okay, 1. Yeah.
All right, so let's give a recap on week 5. 49ers took down the Rams in an upset in overtime, Thursday Night Football. What are your thoughts on this game?
I would say this was a very good game. You know, each player had their very individual stars, like Puka. I mean, he did fantastically out there. I mean, what are your thoughts, Devin?
I had Kyron Williams for the Rams. He's running back in fantasy, and he put up like 30-something points in fantasy. Not too shabby.
Yeah, we were not too shabby. I mean, for me, this was my game of the week. But really, the Rams really lost. But still, very good game for both teams.
Yes, and as we move on to the Sunday games, the Vikings beat the Browns in London 21-17. And Carson Wentz, 25 of 36, 236, and a touchdown. And for the Browns, in his first career NFL start, Dylan Gabriel, 19 of 33, a buck 90 through the air, 2 touchdowns. What are your thoughts?
I mean, good start, decent start for Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah.
And both teams give it their all, but the Browns just need to step it up. I don't care if the Cleveland Browns are like pointing something at me, saying you better say something good about them, but still,
Yeah.
I need them to step it up a bit. I know, Devin, that you're a Steelers fan, but still, I want to see something good out of the Browns.
Yeah. I mean, the Browns are the Browns. I'm not going to get too much into it.
Yeah. And also the Vikings, Justin Jefferson had a breakout game out there.
Yeah.
Again, like so many times before last season, but 123.
Yep.
Crazy.
And let's move on to the Texans putting the belt to the Baltimore Ravens, which, as a Steelers fan, I enjoy. As the Texans get their first win of the year, or not first win, second, I don't remember already.
Second win of the season.
It's already week 5. I'm forgetting. The score was 44 for the Texans, 10 for the Ravens. As Lamar Jackson did not play in this game due to a hamstring injury he suffered against the Chiefs last week. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, like you just said, putting the whip for the Ravens. Seriously, they were so weak. I mean, think about it with Cooper Rush, Derrick Henry, Flowers. I mean, Flowers did a pretty good time, 72 yards. But the Texans were basically just prime Chiefs. I mean, with C.J. Stroud having 244 yards, 4 touchdowns, Nick Chubb's being prime Brown with 61 yards with the 1 touchdown. I mean, what to expect? With Lamar Jackson, the Ravens were just poor.
Then even with Lamar Jackson, the Ravens defense is still injured and they're not really stepping up.
I'm not even gonna say step it up because they already know how to step it up with Lamar Jackson.
Alright, as we move on, this was unexpected. Last week I picked this team to win, Gabe picked the other team. The Panthers beat the Miami Dolphins 27-24. I believed in Bryce Young and he pulled through. What are your thoughts on this game?
You know what? This was a disagreement that can go both ways because they don't have stars in there, they just have stars in there. But Devin, of course, pulled it off with the Panthers winning in a very close game due to a touchdown with Bryce Young near the end of the 4th. I mean, still pretty good game for both teams. Tua had 3 touchdowns, 256 touchdowns, with Bryce Young by having 198, 2 touchdowns with 1 interception. But
yeah,
the running game from Rico Dowell
I had him in fantasy as well. I know.
206 yards with 1 touchdown. That was insane.
Yup. Yeah, what a game from Rico Dowdle. and the Carolina Panthers, which, like I said, I picked them to win last week. They pulled through. And let's go to another game where the Colts put the belt to the Raiders.
We're just pulling out drinks after drinks in his hands.
As the Colts put that belt to the Las Vegas Raiders. I almost said Oakland. The score was Colts 40, the Raiders 6. What are your thoughts on this game?
I mean, still, again, the belt chotes the Raiders. And Daniel Jones is being Indiana Jones again. I'm not. What is the camera doing for you, Devin?
I don't know. In my opinion, Daniel Jones, despite him playing bad teams and him having a 3-1 record, I still believe that he can be the savior of the Indianapolis Colts franchise, which he's proven he can be this year. As, in my opinion, New York was the problem for Daniel Jones.
I mean, I agree. They don't really have, the stars that they really need for Daniel Jones. The only time that they had him was Saquon Barkley.
Which went to a division rival, won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. So maybe this may be the chance for him to make the playoffs and do something.
Alright, our next game was a bit of a stinker as the Saints got their first win of the season as they won 26-14 over the New York Giants. What are your thoughts on this game?
Jackson Dart. Why? It's just two touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Yeah. You know what? For this time, I'm gonna put no comment on there.
Neither
like
am
I
I.
said, Coach says,
No comment.
if you don't have anything to say, don't say it at all.
No comment.
No comment indeed.
Alright, and let's go to the Dallas Cowgirls beating the New York Jets 37-22. I'm not going to get into that game. I hate discussing the Cowboys, especially since George Pickens. We're not going to get into that. And then we had another upset in Week 5 as the Broncos took down the Philadelphia Eagles, handing the Eagles their first loss of the year and snapping their 18-game win streak, which included the playoffs.
Wow.
As the Broncos won 21-17. Broncos did come back 14. What are your thoughts on this game?
I mean, Liz. I'm not sure exactly.
Lutz.
Yeah. Okay. Will Lutz saved the Broncos. Basically, just earning a 36-yard field goal. I mean, fourth quarter was their game. G.K. Devins 2-yard run, which had him kick a field goal, and then Ethan Ingram's 11-yard pass to from Bo Nix, which brings Tony Franklin getting the 2-point pass. I mean, what do you expect from the Broncos? They were like a fourth-quarter team like the Steelers.
Yes. All right, let's move into another upset. Week 5 had a lot of upsets. As the Titans, as Cam Ward said, excuse my language, We ass. And now, as I said, the Titans are not ass. It's in that game.
Maybe.
In that game. As the Titans get their first win of the season, 22-21 over the Cardinals. What are your thoughts on this game?
Like you said, he's not ass. My bad. Yeah, he did phenomenal with 265 yards with just a one interception.
Which was a crazy interception. Oh wait, there was another one where he threw an interception, which ended up as a touchdown for the Titans. You'd have to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
As we move into more Week 5, the Buccaneers beat the Seahawks 38-35. The Commanders beat the Chargers 27-10. And the Sunday Night Football game, the New England Patriots took down the undefeated Buffalo Bills 23-20. There are no more undefeated teams left this season.
Literally, this week was saying no. We are not going to get the Miami Dolphins 1973 undefeated streak. Not even close.
And as we look at the NFL standings updated, the Steelers lead the AFC North and are a third seed in the AFC playoff picture. So 3-1 record. Bengals have a 2-3 record. Ravens and Browns both have 1-4 records, which is hilarious to me. Not going to get into the reason. You already know. Tell by my jersey.
Yeah.
And the NFC North, Lions are the 4th seed in the NFC. So 3-1 record. The Packers, with a 2-1-1, are the 5th seed. The Vikings are the last seed in the NFC playoff picture, with a 2-2 record. The Bears also have a 2-2 record. In the AFC East, the Bills, who are now 4-1, are moved down to the 2nd seed. With the 4-1 record, Patriots 3-2, Dolphins 1-4, and the Jets are back to being the Jets. 0-5 on the year. And on the NFC side, the Eagles are still the 1 seed with a 4-1 record. The Commanders are 3-2, the Dallas Cowgirls are 2-1, and the Giants are 1-4. The AFC South, the Jaguars are now the 4th seed. They have a 3-1 record. They play tonight on Sunday Night Football. We record this before Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football.
Sunday Night Football. You gotta hold yourself real quick.
Monday Night Football, I meant to say. The Colts are the 1 seed with a 4-1 record. They're leading the AFC South. Jaguars are 2nd, Texans are 3rd with a 2-3 record, and the Titans are last with a 1-4 record. On the NFC side, the Buccaneers are the 3rd seed for the NFC South. Falcons are 2-2. They had a bye week. Panthers are 2-3. The Saints are 1-4. On the AFC West side of things, the Chargers are the 4th seed with a 3-2 record. The Broncos are the 7th seed, 3-2 record. Chiefs are 2-2. The Raiders are 1-4. On the NFC West side, the 49ers are the 2nd seed. The Seahawks are the 6th seed with a 3-2 record. 49ers have a 41 record. Rams have a 3-2 record, and the Cardinals have a 2-3 record. And as we look at NHL news, this happened earlier. The Edmonton Oilers and their captain, Connor McDavid, agreed on a 2-year extension worth $25 million. Great signing for the Oilers to keep their superstar and their franchise, like, savior, basically.
The franchise player, yeah.
Yeah. Which I picked them to win the Stanley Cup.
Which happened last episode.
All right. Now, let's get into the moment we've all been waiting for. Week 5 predictions.
Ooh.
And brought to you by W Energy. Gabe, do you want to explain what W is?
Yes. Have you ever crashed in a game or something like that, or you're just really tired in general? Well, W Energy is basically a drink that basically you do. You're not crashing. You're not doing anything that allows you to basically just crash during games or something like that.
Your camera.
Oh, it's a new camera. He said W has so many drinks to try out, but your taste buds will appreciate it. They team up with solo leveling and so much, but it will not let you crash in any circumstance. So, W Energy, your taste buds' favorite energy drink.
Yes.
I think I just yeah during that segment. I was not ready for that segment yet.
And before we get into the week 5 predictions, I do have an announcement to make. Coming within the next 24 hours, I have made a new Fortnite map called IG Zombie Free Build, where it's just a free build map. And the sooner I do have updates for it, I do want to make like a ranked UI part of it, which I'm trying to decide if I want that as a separate game or not. I don't think it would matter, but more on that later. Alright, let's start week 5 predictions. Eagles and Giants. I have the Philadelphia Eagles bouncing back. Who do you have?
I think the Philadelphia Eagles are definitely going to be bouncing back this time around.
The Broncos and the Jets. Who do you got?
I think the Jets are going to be the Jets, losing to the Broncos.
Rams and the Ravens. Who do you have?
The Rams and the Ravens. Do they have Lamar Jackson back?
Probably not.
Well, if it's a probably not, then I'm going to have to go with the Rams bouncing back.
All right. Cowgirls and the Panthers. Who do you have?
Well, both the Cowgirls and the Panthers, I mean, they're both having some pretty good, game tires. Like, So, you know what? I believe in Bryce Young. So, the Panthers, I'm going to be predicting for that one.
You going with the Panthers?
I'm going with Panthers.
So did I.
Mm.
I just believe in Bryce Young and his capabilities, like I said last week. Or not, I didn't say it last week, but I predicted it.
Indeed.
The Cardinals and the Colts. Who do you got?
The Cardinals and the Colts. A couple episodes back, we said that the NFC's cooked until something happens. So I'm thinking the Colts are going to be winning against the Cardinals.
All right. And I went with the Colts. Because I believe in, like I said, Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
All right, Seahawks and the Jaguars. I went to the Seattle Seahawks. I just don't think that the Jacksonville Jaguars are a real NFL team at this point.
For me, I think the Jaguars are not a proper NFL team. They're weak teams. And tonight we're going to be seeing the Chiefs, which are a real NFL contenders team, which we'll be probably seeing the next few weeks. But they're a real contender team. I hope so. Please don't hurt me if I said that.
What?
But thank you. Anyways, I'm gonna have to go with the Seahawks losing against. No, Seahawks winning against the Jaguars. My bad.
Okay. Steelers and the Browns. Or, yeah, Steelers and the Browns. You already know who I'm going with.
Yeah, I think the Browns do it. They're not gonna step it up against the Steelers. So Steel Nation, rise up. We're going with the Steelers.
Chargers and the Dolphins. I went with the LA Chargers. To not a good quarterback.
Yeah, you know what? I think the Chargers are gonna win this one against Dolphins if they don't have Tyreek Hill and all these pieces.
All right, the Dolphin. Oh wait, you said Chargers.
Yeah, I said the Chargers.
Okay. Patriots and the Saints. I went the New England Patriots.
Patriots. I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like these predictions may we're gonna probably have the same record as last week.
Probably.
Because I know update or upsets are gonna be happening. Never know.
The Titans and the Raiders. I went the Titans. Cam Ward, I think, is the answer for the Tennessee Titans. Who do you have?
Well, I feel like Cam Ward here just had a breakout game last time, so I'm thinking he's gonna do it again against the Raiders. So the Texans.
All right.
The Titans, my bad.
49ers and the Buccaneers. Who do you got?
49ers against the Buccaneers. So the Buccaneers did not play last week, correct?
They beat the not the Jets. They beat the Seahawks 38-35.
All right. Well, the 49ers and the Buccaneers.
The Packers had a bye.
The Packers had a bye. Okay. So I'm thinking. I mean, it's like a coin flip here. Both good teams at this bare point. So I'm gonna have to go with the Buccaneers with this one.
Okay. I'm about to say Bengals and Packers. Or no, 49ers and Buccaneers. Oh my god. I'm looking. Yeah, 49ers and Buccaneers. Who do you have?
Yeah, I said the Buccaneers.
Okay.
We were waiting for that.
Packers.
For that game already.
Okay.
The Bengals and the Packers.
Yeah, Bengals and Packers. Yeah. I'm with the Packers.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
I'm going with the Packers this one. Because like I said, Joe. I'm not sure if Joe Burrow is
Nope.
still on the team, but
He is still out.
yeah, that's the.
And as we move on to Sunday night, the game where Chris Collinsworth is going to be glazing. We have the Lions and the Chiefs. I am going with the Detroit Lions.
Ooh,
Who do you
know
have?
what? Okay, so in this case scenario, I would choose the Chiefs. But they're versing against a really strong Lions team. So you know what?
Yeah.
Give me the Lions.
All right. We have the Buffalo Bills and the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons were on a bye last week. I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills can bounce back.
Yeah, I think they're gonna bounce back against the Falcons.
All right.
And then Monday Night Football, the Bears and the Commanders.
Wait, this is a doubleheader of Monday Night Football. Bears and Commanders. I want the Washington Commanders. Who do you got?
I'm going to have to go with Washington Commanders too.
All right. I have the Eagles, Broncos, Rams, Panthers, Colts, Seahawks, Chargers, Steelers, Patriots, Titans, Buccaneers, Packers, Lions, Bills, Commanders. Gabe had the Eagles, Broncos, Rams, Panthers, Cardinals, Seahawks, Chargers, Steelers, Patriots, Titans, Buccaneers, Packers, Lions, Bills, and the Commanders.
I think we all had the same thing this week. We actually did not agree once.
We disagreed on the Colts and Cardinals.
Oh, okay.
All right. So with that, our NFL picks are locked in.
Oh wait. There's one more thing that we forgot to do.
What?
Game of the week. Game of the weeks.
Go with for my game of the week. I'm gonna go. There's some bias to this. Give me the Steelers over the Browns.
Okay. My game of the week. I usually like to pick like good games that happen. Last week I did have a good game with the Thursday Night Football game. My game of the week, I would say, would probably be the Lions versus the Chiefs. That's my game of the week right there. Lock it in.
All right. So that concludes our Week 5 NFL predictions, presented by W Energy.
Your taste buds will appreciate it.
And a reminder with the person with the worst record at the end of the season, we're going to do this like the playoffs as well. and the Super Bowl. So there's still time for you to catch up. I'm gonna acknowledge that I'm gonna disregard you from week 1, Gabe.
Okay. So it
That
would.
way. So we're close, basically. I'm gonna give you. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna give you 17. 20 of 17. Hold on. 16. 44. Okay, so I added on week 1. I gave you all wins for that.
Yep.
You're now 42-19-1. I'm 45-22-1. We're close.
This is a really close race. And just a reminder, the person that has the less wins or the worst record at the very end of the season, or after the playoffs, or even the Super Bowl, has to do challenged by the other person at the very end of the season.
Wait, no, hold on. I made the week 4 records. 5. Hold on. Correction. You are 51-25-1. Correction. I'm 53-27-1.
So really close.
We're basically within 2 games of each other.
So basically, this one game would decide everything.
Yes.
The one game that we disagreed on.
Or the 2 games.
Yeah, one game disagreed.
Okay. I'm saying total, not including this week. Okay. So, this week will become huge as we get into the later stages of the season. Records will become more and more huge. And just a reminder, this show is going every week until we're going to do one after the Super Bowl. Recapping the Super Bowl. So, stay tuned for that. And this has been week 5 of the IG Zombie podcast. Once again, thanks to my co-host right there, TGM Gabe, for joining us. And just a reminder, this podcast is sponsored by W Energy. And if you want to watch us live, tune in to YouTube and Twitter every week. If not, look for the replays on Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. We will see you in the next episode. Gabe, give him a outro.
Give me give you an outro. Well, we'll see you next time on the IG Zombie Show presented by W Energy. Bye.